Welcome. Okay, welcome to DSA.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Your boy Glazed here. You know what it is. It's our podcast hour. Mark, take it away.
How's it going, everybody?
And then we have our lovely leader. All hail Rob.
Guten Tag, folks. No, hello everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Well, how are we gonna start off tonight, boys? Have you so I finished Da Da Da. I don't know if you guys
I
have
haven't.
even touched it.
I still haven't started it, unfortunately. I'm slacking this year. I know I'm
So I won't
slacking.
go it's okay. It's okay. I won't tell you how far I'm back in One Piece. It's bad.
It's probably good because, like, the new chapter just dropped and.
Already? I thought I had enough time, but yeah, no, I'm far back.
It's all
I'm at the
good.
burning building. That's how far.
Burning building.
Before Easter, the
Oh,
Egghead Island.
before that one, I gotcha. I know where you're at
So
now.
I got a lot to. So everybody was like, packing up the shit and getting out of there, but
Yep.
like, yeah, man. But okay, Dun Da Da, highly recommended. Weird plot for anybody who's listening to the podcast or will be listening to it. By this time, hopefully we'll get episode 10 unless they're taking the break, and then we'll probably get it next year technically, which will be sad because it's really good. It's drawn me in after like four episodes. Honestly, the first episode I was already in because of the intro. The intro music, I'm down. And that kind of like the reason I went into it because it's like the old school animes. That's what first gets you,
Right.
you pop that you hear that song, you're running to your television and sitting down for like 30
30 minutes
minutes.
to an hour. Yep.
Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna toss the baton over to Mark.
Mark,
Mm, yes.
what you got for us, Goober?
Uh, say stuff that just finished watching was I just finished the last of NCIS New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Very good, actually. It was pretty solid. Definitely still some question marks they could have done. They could have definitely filled in before they ended off the budget for that series. But they got a lot of the major ones done, which is awesome to see.
Nice.
Oh,
It finished off a lot better than they did with Los Angeles.
Oh, Los
Los An
Angeles.
Los Angeles, they they concluded a good number of their things, but they still had like a major serial killer and rapist and murderer on the loose, and they had their main boss was still missing in action. And then they were the way they ended off the series was two of their best guys went overseas to go help a small made up team of people that were close enough to the person, close up to their boss to try and help get her out of it. And like, let's get to work. Let's see how we're gonna save Hetty. And then that was the last episode that they ever released of NCIS Los Angeles. It was built up, hyped up, and then nothing happened.
Hmm. Very, very
So, yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
so
Right.
Glaze, your
I,
turn.
my turn.
What's
Um,
on your mind? Let us.
let's see. What's on my mind? I mean, there are a few things. I was stuck at One Piece locals all night last night because we had a stupid judge ruling. Half the table agreed, half the table disagreed, and then it was a whole thing. Shows I've finished watching though. What was the last show I finished? God, it's been a while since I've actually finished the show, but I'm currently watching Demon Lord 2099. It's low key pretty good. Guy Demon Lord resurrects in like the year 2099, and he has to deal with all the changes of his world and our worlds colliding, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. What's some of the stuff that it entails? Like I've never heard of it, so I'm
Um,
intrigued.
so it definitely entails a lot of magic. It involves Hero, Demon Lord. They both. So in the opening scene, and I'm just gonna spoil a little bit of it, and then I'll stop.
That's fine.
The opening scene, the hero kills the Demon Lord, and then the Demon Lord's resurrected in the year 2099, and yeah,
Oh
and
fuck.
so it's a clash between our society, their society, and what's gonna happen. It's definitely interesting.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Um, shit. Oh yeah, I have to look it up because have you ever heard of Blue Exorcist?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Highly recommend that. Even for you, Mark. You might actually like the storyline.
I
It's
have
basically about two sons of a priest, but mostly about one that has like trait or what was it? Something about his father being the devil, right?
yeah. His so one of them is the son of Satan, and the other one is quote unquote, yes, of course. Um, but the other one is
Mhm.
just a priest's son, and it's another good watch. I haven't watched the newest season yet, but I want to.
Ah, yeah, me too. I'm so ready for it. And then Overlord's coming out soon, the
Yeah,
movie.
Overlord the movie. I know Rob doesn't like the anime, but I personally enjoy Slime. Um,
It's I was thinking of watching it today, just to give you the satisfaction, just like to watch it and be like, wow, damn. And then I didn't.
it's quite alright. Um, they're getting their fourth season and their second movie, which is coming pretty soon. So I'm pretty excited about that. I might
Oh yeah.
I might see if I can get a party together and go watch it with me. Cause
That's how,
Rio,
oh yeah. That's how I feel about the Overlord movie, but I know
Mm.
I'm gonna be in there by myself
no, you
watching
won't.
the movie.
Overlord
Because
has so many fans.
no, not like that, but like no friends to watch it with because nobody's seen it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll give you this. I started it.
You know what? I appreciate it that you started it because that's what everybody keeps telling me. They're like, "Yeah, I started it," and I'm like, "Yeah, what'd you
No,
think?" Like, I don't know. I fell asleep, and I was like, "Damn,
no,
okay, I get it."
I actually did start it. I got up to where where the village he had one of his battle maids protecting the village.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I got up to, and then I just kind of fell off because I wanted to watch something else. I forget what I was watching at the time.
fair enough. I still have to watch Chainsaw Man. I heard
Bro,
it's really good.
and it's getting
It
its
is
movie.
good. Yeah, that's why I was gonna. But there's like it has to grab me, and it did, but I kind of like lost sight of it because of like uh Hell's Paradise, then
Right, and
fucking
all these other
more
animes,
One
yeah,
Piece,
at the
and
same
then
time.
yeah, and like a huge wave of all these animes, and I'm trying to catch up. And there's some, so there is one I wanted to see if you watched, and I have to remember. Uh, Redo Healer.
Redo,
How does how
redo
does
of
that
a
make you feel?
healer, or wrong way to use healing magic? Because redo of a healer is
The one where bad stuff happens to him, and then he goes back
yeah,
and
yeah,
does
yeah,
bad
yeah.
stuff
That
to people.
I
Yeah,
just
that
wanted to
one.
make sure we were on the same wavelength.
I
I
just
mean,
wanted to see your face when I just said the name of it.
to be fair, it's a good revenge anime. But
But that's if you're into that, because they
right,
go heavy.
they
And you know how,
they do go
oh,
pretty
go ahead.
heavy in that.
Because
Go.
I feel like with, like, the heavy stuff, like, animes, video games, that, like, it's people getting that shit out, so they're not actually doing it in real life. But that, that anime kind of goes a little far, a little
Yeah,
far,
yeah, it
a
does.
tiny bit. Just,
Just about this much. Just about this
just,
much.
we do have our webcams on, guys, but it's about this much.
Yeah, it's a pretty large amount. Also,
Imagine the length of two football fields.
yeah, yeah, that's
Jesus.
about how overboard it goes. Um, yeah, Mark, what you got for us? Anything
Uh,
interesting happening in the world of sports?
Sports right now. Right now, everyone like in the football world right now, everyone's building up for the playoffs right now. This is the
Yep.
time of year where a lot of football teams are gonna either make their final push or they're just gonna crumble and fall apart. Like
Okay.
in the previous weeks, the Pittsburgh Steelers lost to the Cleveland Browns. The Browns have been right now they're a bottom tier team right now. Stands of where they are,
Hmm.
and they just beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the Steelers are looking to be one of the top 10 teams in the league, and they lose to one of the worst teams in the league right now. The
Ooh.
Browns, who also are out, are on like the their second string quarterback is starting.
Mm-hmm.
And you got on Thanksgiving Day, which this is being recorded about a day or two after.
Yep.
Uh, the Dallas Cowboys backup quarterback Cooper Rush had a hell of a game against the New York Giants, and Drew Lock, who's the quarterback for the Giants, failed horribly. Uh, the Chicago Bears played the Detroit Lions, and their head coach for the Chicago Bears was recently fired because
Ooh.
of the horrible game management and horrible time of actually doing anything to help his team
Wait,
win.
wait, wait. Play that back one time. Sorry, I kind of zoned out. Did you just say what I think you just said?
The Chicago Bears head coach got fired for how horribly he managed to make his team lose.
About time.
Right.
I don't even root for the Bears. I root for Green Bay because they had a nice win
Yeah,
the other night. Oh yeah.
they're next on my list right here in a second here.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Go ahead.
but
Sorry.
so anyone who didn't watch that game, it was probably the best game of the night. It was probably the best game, and they played it they should have played it very first. They should have played it. Like, they should have been the highlight game because it was just
Yeah.
that freaking bad. Uh, the Chicago Bears were driving down the field late. They had about 30 seconds left in the game, and they just completely choked horribly. The Bears are driving, had clock, had timeout left. They had a timeout left, and 30. They got a ball. They got a ball pushed the field, and they stopped, and the clock didn't stop. They then uh, pushed, tried to line up as quick as they could, and just wasted all 30 seconds till, and the QB didn't snap it till there was like 6 seconds left. And by the time the QB had done the ball, it was an overshot to his receiver, and then the ball hit the ground. It was the clock had struck all zeros, and the Bears failed, lost, did not beat they couldn't even tie the game to go into overtime with the Detroit Lions. And then a few days later, as in today, the Chicago Bears have fired their head coach for that entire terrible thing. And then the Giants game, Giants and Cowboys, the game came back to be more respectable. The Giants came back a little bit, making it a 20-27 game, but Dallas had won that game entirely. Green Bay did exactly what Green Bay should do in this time of year, which is freeze opponents out, especially when they come from a very, very sunny and very, very hot atmosphere. They played the Miami Dolphins on for the primetime game, and Miami just floundered. They could not score, and they could not do anything. They could not do a damn thing against Green Bay, where they finished. 17-30, Green Bay winning.
Hmm.
And it was rumored that apparently the Dolphins equipment staff had to bring 3,500 pounds worth of snow and cold weather gear for the Miami Dolphins players to wear on the sideline during the game. They were legitimately wearing like ski suit, scuba gear under their pads so they would stop getting so cold.
Oh
That's
God.
hilarious.
Yeah. And then the Black Friday game they had this year was a quick match between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs, which turned out to be a close game where the Raiders almost beat Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions.
Mm-hmm. That much I know.
Raiders quarterback Aiden O'Connell had a tremendous game with the 340 passing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Nice. That's a lot of
Yeah,
touchdowns.
yeah. Rookie sensation tight end Brock Bowers got caught like 10 balls, 140 and a touchdown in that game. Whereas the Chiefs, Pat Mahomes still did pretty good, over 300 yards passing and a touchdown. It was Isaiah Pacheco's first game back after being injured. He did not get the ball as much as people probably wanted, but he was being like he's kind of being revved up back into playing shape probably and getting back into the game.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But honestly, like this game, the Raiders lost 17-19. Whereas the Raiders missed a field goal early on in the game, and so if they missed 2 field goals. If I'm looking back at this correctly, 3 field goals. Holy shit, they missed a lot of field goals. The Raiders missed 3 field goals. If they had made just one of those, it's a completely different game.
Right.
The game is over. Kansas City could have gotten their second loss of the season, but they advanced to 11-1, still being one of the better records in the league.
Oof. How dare they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But they are now tied still with the Detroit Lions for the best record in the NFL at 11-1.
Let's go. That's what's up.
Yeah. And of course, all sports fans are still waiting and praying for the Kansas City Chiefs to fail.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
That is the NFL. I'm not up to date yet on NBA. I'll normally get more up to date on NBA when it comes closer to December.
Ah, I see. NBA.
Yeah, around like February, between February and December is when I start getting really into it. Then March, it's
Ugh. It's
March
all
Madness
over.
where March Madness where it should hopefully be taken over by one of the state I live in. A young
Yeah.
kid who had signed to Duke University this past year gets to touch the hardwood for the Duke University Blue Devils. He will be electrifying and is already pegged to be the number 1 overall draft pick in this next upcoming NBA draft.
Nice. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
all right. That is sports for me right now.
And that was our sports section of tonight's podcast. For now. Rob, what else you got for us?
Oh, I guess we'll take it to movies. Okay, let's see. Well, there's a few things I want to talk about because sorry, I'm kind of pulling up shit because I need to refresh the noggin. All right. So there's this new movie coming out, or that's already out, right?
Hmm?
Haven't got to see it yet. Going to soon, and it's called Heretic.
Hmm?
But I swear, it's like
Filthy
the weird.
heretics.
It's a weird movie, and it's Hugh Grant is what would it be, the protagonist or the evil
Main
person?
character. Oh, the
No,
antagonist.
antagonist. Sorry, I'm a little slow. But dude, so it's about two young missionaries becoming ensnared in a deadly game of cat and mouse when they knock on the door of a diabolical Mr. Reed. Trapped in his home, they must turn to their faith if they want to make it out alive. And that's just a
Mr.
little bit.
Reed. He's gonna
And
read you a bedtime story.
and it kind of has like, damn it, like Dante's Inferno kind of vibes because this house turns into like a maze,
Oh, well, that does sound
and
interesting.
then also um, Alien Romulus is on net or on Disney Plus. Still got to see that one. I heard it's actually
Oh,
really good.
we gotta watch that too.
Um, I knew there was more news or movie news. I gotta figure it out.
Apparently, that new Wicked movie is pretty good. I know it's not a new movie; it's based off a Broadway play, but apparently, it's been getting pretty good reviews.
Is it wicked good?
God damn it, Mark! I thought Noah wasn't here
Ah,
tonight.
sorry, sucks.
That's funny.
Um, Jesus. Okay.
Oh,
Movies. Like I don't even remember okay, the last movie I went and saw, which would be very funny because I do not look like the person that would go see this movie.
yeah.
I went and saw Wicked.
Wicked. Hey, I was just talking
And you
about
know
that.
what? And you know what? It was pretty wicked.
God damn it.
I'm gonna say that.
Y'all are
Gotcha.
wild.
No, it was actually a really good movie. I was surprised with how Ariana Grande was. She's scaring me, by the way, because of how super skinny she is at the moment.
Yeah.
Thought she was gonna float away,
That's
but
sadly one of the things that happens with female actresses. They continues to keep being told that they need to be skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and just keep like it looks like they're not like being fed. It looks like they're like starving themselves, and then they get let out. Get like let out of the cage when it's time for the lights to turn on for fucking
did you
something.
have you seen Ariana Grande?
Not recently. The
Like,
last I knew,
you should.
so I saw a video of it was a still. It was two still pictures of her. One is when she was first having on her come up within like a TV show. She was on the Victorious playing
Yeah,
Cat.
Victorious.
And
Yeah,
it's
and
a
Sam and
photo of
Cat.
her where she had like, the red hair, and it was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And like look at photo, like, oh man, damn, she was a very beautiful person. Not that I'm saying she's not is right now, but she was very normal. She was very beautiful, and she was herself back then. I think maybe the hair color is probably a little different. Probably a little, probably dyed a little bit, being that bright red. But
I mean,
then,
I'm
hmm.
not dissing the woman. I'm just saying she's just scaring me. How
oh
skinny
yeah,
she
no,
is.
oh yeah, I don't know how skinny it was. Like, so there was that photo of her, and then at the time of when I saw it, it was a photo of her today, and it was like, you know, the actress that played uh the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Someone had taken it and made a meme of it saying, "Man, Ariana Grande went from looking like the Middle Mermaid from the animated show." And said she went from this to looking like the Little Mermaid from the real life TV, live action show. And like
Wicked.
it wasn't
The,
a bad. The thing is, it wasn't like a bad like fucking callback, but like a bad comparison. She looked straight up just like her, like the actress that was playing it.
yeah.
So it's not
Look
like
at
it
what I
was.
just sent you on Facebook.
Oh
Oh,
god. All right, going to it.
Sorry.
yeah.
But this is just so I want you to see what I'm talking about.
Let me see here.
I'll be right back. I gotta go find a blanket.
Yo,
It's
okay,
cold.
Jesus Christ. I feel like okay, I could count every bone from shoulder to
Yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
on her.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not being mean. I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just,
Yeah, no,
I,
I do agree.
she
It
was,
does not look healthy. It does not look healthy.
yeah,
That's
exactly. The
like
movie was perfect. Like her acting, perfect. I was just worried about her. Like, it looked bad.
then you just go see. Oh, what the fuck was it? Jimmy Fallon. There's a Jimmy Fallon was being like seen what the there's an actress who like her mother would not let her eat much.
Yeah.
So whenever she came on the Jimmy Fallon show, I got confused for a second. When she came on the Jimmy Fallon, he would just like automatically bring out this massive like juicy big burger or some crazy like really fattening on up on stage, right? And he just give it to her to eat. Like, here, eat. And he go, oh, my mother would never let me do this. So that's sad.
Oh, that is sad. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
But all right, let's see where to. I had a few topics to talk about. What's your favorite comic book like company?
And that's the thing. Like, I never really grew up with like real comic books a ton in my life, so I don't really have one that I would watch a
Okay,
lot. But most like everything when I did when I was a child was mostly a bunch of outdoor stuff or watching cartoons or like Legos.
I get that. I was an outside kid mostly,
Yeah.
besides the comics.
But like where I lived, there was no real like comic book store. There was nothing like that where I lived originally when I was younger.
Okay, I get that. It's kind of newer around where I'm at too.
Yeah.
Like actually having a place to go to.
Like me and Noah just left a comic book place not too long, like today. That's where
Oh
like
yeah,
Me and Noah were coming back from that when we were chit chatting earlier.
bastards. Tell me
Sure, sorry. We'll wait for your plane ride next time.
next time. Yeah, like I'm gonna have a suitcase big enough to bring that many comics back. What you talking about?
Yeah. How about yourself? What's like what's yours?
Well. So it's back and forth because I like Image Comics, which is Todd McFarlane's um his own company where he created Spawn, which
Hmm.
basically he started off as I think it was the '90s Spider-Man, where he was doing work for Marvel, and then after that he kind of like went off. Well, kind of asked Marvel to go off and do his own thing with Image Comics, and like they're okay, but I mostly enjoy Spawn. But then obviously the reason I found out about him because I was obsessed with Spider-Man and
Yeah.
Marvel for the longest time. But yeah, I mean, I just enjoy comics, like good comics. I don't know how to really go with that. Because DC was good for a long time, and then I fell off from DC because Image Comics was getting better, and then I was just going back and forth from Image and Marvel for the longest time.
Yeah. Love to ask Glaze what his favorite comics are.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, we gotta. Okay, I'll set a note so then we can carry on with what we were talking about if it takes him long enough.
But something I kind of want to hear from you is like I say it all the time. Like I love NCIS. What is like your
And here you
favorite
go.
like? Oh, never mind.
Hi.
We'll go back to that in a second.
Oh, there we go.
Blaze.
Hi, Blaze.
So, hello.
We'll ask Blaze this first, and then I'll ask mine question next after.
Okay,
Blaze, what
sit
is
down.
Blaze? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What is your favorite comic book? Uh, what was it again? You saying
Con?
company?
Company. Comic book company.
Company.
Like Marvel, DC, Image, blah, blah, blah. Nobody else matters. You know what I mean. You got what I'm saying.
Shonen.
What did Shonen make?
It's
It's
it,
a
Shonen.
it's
manga.
it makes the
It's
anime.
anime.
Oh, okay.
He's
Kind of
cheating.
expected. Oh, okay.
That's why your camera's tilted. Unless your whole house is tilted. Okay, there we go. Oh my god.
Please. So here, my next topic is what's your guys' like favorite kind of like crime or crime solving TV series or something? Like I've said all the time, like I love NCIS because it's just an awesome series.
Mm, mm.
I wonder if you
You
guys
can
have a different one.
you can go first, Glaze. I already know what mine is.
Go ahead, Rob. I have to think
No, you
about
go
mine.
ahead.
I have to think about
What?
mine.
So I kind of grew up poor, but there was one show that I watched a lot, and I guess it is crime solving technically.
Hmm.
All right, the X Files.
Not bad one.
Any have you guys watched that? And
I haven't really watched X Files, so I gotta try and.
it's technically the
But I've
longest running science fiction series in network TV history. Not to brag or anything.
Mm-hmm.
no, not at all, not at all.
You see, guys, we're very humble here.
11 seasons.
17 seasons, One Piece.
Get the fuck out of here. Ain't counting though.
22 seasons NCIS.
I forgot about that.
Sesame Street still has more episodes than anything.
That is true. Took so much time to get everywhere. Oh.
Although, what were we talking about? we
Um. Oh. Favorite crime
oh
shows.
A crime
It could
show.
be anything. It could be anime crime show. It could be a live action crime show.
so my
I
favorite
hope
crime
that's
show
what Mark was talking about.
is more of a courtroom crime show, which is
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright.
Bro, get out of here.
You asked.
He ain't solving mysteries. He's closing cases.
You didn't say solving
He's an
mysteries.
attorney at law, at best. Okay, what was my question? It goes to Mark and then Glaze, because me and Glaze are the same age, so I kind of know what his is.
Hi.
But what was what was the cartoon that you were obsessed with as a kid? Like
Ooh,
the
go me,
like
go me.
no, let Mark. I already know you're gonna pop off. Okay, I know what you were obsessed with. All right, Mark.
The biggest one that I always like loved,
Like
cause
when you'd run to the TV for.
it would be. It's gonna be funny, but like, there's it'd be Star Wars: The Clone Wars when it first came out, the back in 2008. That was when
Let's
like
go.
I would just hear the Star Wars like normal theme song of the fucking the same music that you always hear it. I go running to that. Then one of my favorite like cartoons I used to watch was Johnny Test.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love you even more, Mark. I knew we were friends for a reason.
So if those who don't know what Johnny Test is, it's one of the fucking awesome.
They
It's so
butchered him. They definitely butchered him when they brought him back.
Why do
But,
they
the old
take the
one.
things we
I didn't
love and butcher them?
I didn't see the new one as of yet, so I have no idea. I
It's
haven't
bad.
it hasn't been ruined yet for me, I should say. But uh like it was so awesome to just look over and see, and you would just see uh these two redheaded girls just trying to do shit with like their little brother who's clearly
Okay,
who
let's
was blonde.
clarify. They were testing, using him as a test subject.
Yeah, they would do shit yeah. They
You
would
gotta
like
clarify,
do
Mark.
yeah. If you would let me fucking talk, they
No.
would do shit with their brother. Like they run experiments, run tests. Johnny would fucking just randomly grab shit and do shit that wasn't supposed to be touched. And then alongside that, you have like Dexter's laboratory. And did you ever hear the conspiracy again with Dexter's laboratory and Johnny Test,
Yeah, I heard about it.
Rob?
What?
Did you hear the
No, go ahead.
so is an ongoing like joke theory that the two parents for Johnny Test and Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory went to the same hospital, and then somebody messed up, uh,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
mismatched the children. Because you ever look at the Dexter's Laboratory, look at
Well,
Dexter and then
I
the
can say a
twin.
plot. I can say something that can clear that right up
But
real
uh,
quick.
but I'm just saying,
So, the
if
test.
just let me finish the fucking damn thing I'm saying, then you can speak.
No.
But if you look at a photo of the girls, the twins from Giant Test, and you look at Dexter's Laboratory, Dexter, they look like they should be siblings. And then you look
Look,
at Dexter's sister, and you look at Johnny Test, they look like they should be siblings. So it looks like it's like a joke, like a theory was the parents went to the same hospital, a nurse fucked up, swapped the babies, and they walked home with the wrong kids. But then they grew them up anyways because they were said, "This is our kid." We were told this is our kid.
You know what I was told as a child?
is it my turn to speak now?
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Okay, I'm clearing up this real fast.
but I'm just
Okay,
saying that was a
A,
theory.
A, it was a game theory.
Fuck Christ,
I just get zone striked.
I'm debating
No,
it.
fucking the girls are red hair, right? Like pure red. Dexter is not. He has orange hair.
Dexter is red
That's
hair.
all. No,
No,
he has orange hair.
is it orange hair? I
Yes,
thought it
it's
was
orange hair,
red.
buddy. No, sorry. Just wanted to clarify that. I've watched it since. I mean, dude, it's old, but yeah, that's
Sorry,
orange hair, buddy.
sorry, it is orange. But dude, he looked like he could almost be their sibling.
He's short though. They're
So is
tall.
fucking Johnny.
Yeah, but
It
he's a
could like
child. He's just the
so are
taller
all of them.
child.
So is Johnny.
I'm a
That's
child.
what I just said.
I need to be
Johnny
an
is a
adult.
taller child. All right, I retract from this argument.
Oh, that's funny.
As great as it is, I love it.
Good job, good job. Bravo, claps, 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 claps. Oh, this is fun.
But no, yeah, I'm definitely liking the podcast. I hope everyone who listens to it is having a good time. This is the time of the podcast where Mark does some cool breakdance moves off camera, and nobody can hear him except for his breathing. Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go,
Go
Mark.
Mark,
Go,
go
Mark.
Mark,
Go,
go
Mark.
Mark, go Mark.
Holy shit!
Oh my
He
god,
did
that was
not.
the
He
most
did
amazing!
not.
I
He
don't
did
think
not.
he did! Oh!
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
too hot,
Whoa.
too
Whoa.
spicy to handle.
Whoa. Mark. Okay. All right. Pull it back. Come back, buddy. Pull it
Come
back.
back, bud.
Okay.
Come back
That
to
was
us.
too far. That was too far. Okay. So what are we on for time?
We're looking at a solid 40 minutes right now.
40 minutes. Okay.
40 minutes and
Mm,
a half.
and, and counting. And counting. Okay.
How about this? What are you guys watching on YouTube right now? Or certain, like I
YouTube?
know some people will do like a certain trend of some things. Like I don't know about you guys, but like I go on a big trend of watching like GTA RP stuff right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's this one YouTube channel I'm watching called Glitched. They made murder drones. They made digital circus. They're pretty cool.
I've heard about them. I
I
was thinking about watching Digital Circus, but I don't know.
I mean, now's the time. They just put out the trailer for episode 4.
That is true, and I know I'm not glazed, but what I watch on YouTube at the moment is the Legends of Evantris. So I just been watching D&D while going to sleep. So
That's awesome.
Chuckles is my spirit animal.
Chuckles,
I
bruh.
will commit war crimes.
Could we get a Chuckles war cry, please?
Oh, I love
I
that.
will commit major war crimes.
I am committing various war crimes.
No.
My
I'll be wanted in 13 countries. No, Chuckles will work. I'll be wanted in every country.
my favorite is
Um,
Bitsy.
Jesus. I remember I was watching the animated short version of it, and it was, oh, Torbeck, do you want to be like one of us? I don't, and then they're like trying to turn into vampire. He goes,
yes,
you
yes.
get Torbeck going, I don't know about this,
I
and
cannot be bothered.
Bitsy just goes, you're gonna fucking like it, and then just all of a sudden they just start just jump, just ravaging. It's like a bear attacked victim almost. Like what the fuck is going
Uh,
on?
It was beautiful. The little mouse attacked Torbeck, the giant werewolf guy.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was pretty great. Shout out to those guys. Those guys
Oh my,
are
they're fucking
insane.
hysterical. They're awesome. They're amazing people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
highly recommend their stuff. They start if you want, start with their YouTube shorts that kind of get you thrown into their like.
Yeah.
But then even their
Silliness.
stories
Yeah.
that
They
their DM,
oh,
perfect.
Oh
She's
my god, their
amazing. Her stories,
amazing.
DMs. That's what I strive to be
Awesome.
as a DM.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've been watching recently is, as I said, GGRP. One of my favorite people to watch right now is if you have the time and are okay dealing with some annoyance, is Space Boy.
Space Boy!
His main character that he runs with is an elderly old man named James Randall.
Hi,
J-
I'm James Randall.
Now, James has a famous catchphrase where he's like, "Hi, I'm James Randall. I'm 82 years old. I like a heartbreaker with cream." And he goes into detail about his order. But James Randall is fucking hysterical. Like the shit his character will just randomly get involved with is amazing. James is constantly running from the police, constantly doing this dumb stuff, and it's amazing. It's one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. Like there was one episode where he was trying to win a court case against the police department. He had got into a person that was pulled over. Her car looked like a cab almost. He got in the car, and as he was getting in the car, the cops have already pulled over this car. So she's like a traffic stop from the police, the cops, and James goes, "Oh, it's a cab. Can you drive to my destination? Oh, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Let me drop him off first." And she just drives off, and the cops chase after them. They drive.
oh my,
They get pinned in a construction site. The girl driver goes, "You better get out and run." And he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about, young lady. I haven't done anything." And she runs off, and then James Randall fucks around in the construction yard for a minute with a cop trying to help escort him out safely. On his way out, they get almost out. He's almost to the road, and then another cop pulling up, who is in this dark top with like very faint red outlining, and the only thing that says he's a cop is a tiny little tiny 3 letters on the top left of his shirt, and a patch on the side of his arm that's tiny as well. It's the only thing you would be able to identify him as a cop, and he's
Jesus.
like in cargo pants.
Cargo
All right, that's what his character.
pants.
That's what his cop uniform is. No hat, no nothing, and he's running at James, and the other cop is behind him, and kind of trying to like, it looks like he's almost chasing after James.
Sus.
So the other cop, thinking James is a suspect, he yelled like, gets up behind James and just screams, "Put your fucking hands up!" and draws a gun on James and aims at him. He's about 20 feet away. Now the James Randall is an 82-year-old man with glasses. He can't see clearly. He's confused old man.
Confused old man, right?
That's the majority of his character.
You
He's a confused old man. So James looks at him and goes, "Whoa, we're being jumped!" And he then pulls out his illegally acquired service pistol that he has in his pocket and points at the cop.
And then the cop shoots him. Just
No,
kidding.
they just do a standoff.
Just standing down.
They just do a standoff with him, and
can
then
you send me this video?
I will gladly go find it and I will send it to you.
Will,
But
will
Okay.
you not send me this video?
it said that you're gonna get it.
BRB.
But
Sure.
uh, eventually they're like, James is this kid's like, "Is that a cop? Is that a cop?" The second he's told by the other cop that he's been with, yes, he's a cop. James puts the gun away, takes his phone out, takes a selfie of him and the cop behind him, and then that photo gets used in the court case because the cop who basically did the Mexican standoff with James pressed the charges and wanted to have him arrested, put in jail.
Oh
They
my
went
god!
they went into a big court case. They like showing the James fucking characters like showing using the photo he took as evidence of, can you tell that's a cop?
I don't know. Can you? Let's
And
roll insight.
I'm not gonna go into the ruling because I want everyone else to go fuck. I want whoever's listening, everyone listening, and both you and Rob to go look at it and to go through and watch it all happen. But it's a amazing fucking video of him going through the fucking law, trying to get through the law bits of it.
You know who else is pretty fucking amazing?
Yeah.
You! Get over it, nerd. Now we have to wait on Rob.
It's like, Glaze, you got a topic you want to talk about real quickly?
Yes, Jake the dog.
Jake Dog. Okay,
If you guys don't know, Glazed is a big Adventure Time fan. He's got the best boys ever.
yeah.
Ben
I
and
see
Jake.
Glaze is talking about himself in third person now.
Shut the fuck up, Mark. I'll fight you.
You did! You did, though. What do you want me to do? To not acknowledge it? You just said yourself in third person?
I will fight you, bitch. I will cut you.
Bitch, you just said yourself in third person. What did you want me to do? Not
Because I'm
acknowledge that?
great. I'm allowed to speak to myself in the third person.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So yeah, Jake the dog. He's a pretty cool dog. Unlike the dog I'm currently fostering. That dog's a moron. That's all.
Oh, fact.
Come on, grab your friends. It's adventure time. And that's how the world ended.
Jesus Christ. They're like, yeah, I'll go ahead and my little bit here about Star Wars. We got like Disney Plus.
No, Disney Plus kind of saw us.
But they got a couple new Star Wars things. I gotta catch up on a bunch of it. But
Ah, I
I've
almost joined a
seen
voice
this.
chat.
Yeah, and that just start. That's kind of going. You got there's a new special that came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very long. It's like Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Ooh, Star
It's a
Wars
2 minute. It's like a 2 minute.
Skeleton Crew.
It says right now it's a 2 minute documentary series, documentary thing. It says get a special look at the Star Wars Skeleton Crew, streaming only on Disney Plus. Small world than they did.
Ah.
But no, like Andor is actually getting a season 2 soon enough here.
Andor! Andor! Hey,
That's coming
Andor!
up. People are talking about Ahsoka getting this her second another season. I do have to really catch up and watch Acolyte. Acolyte so far, everything I've seen so far, it kind of does. It looks pretty solid.
You know what I want to watch?
What would that be?
Some anime. You got lots to choose from. Oh wait, you haven't seen that video. We have to show you that at some point.
Yeah.
I forget. Mark's an anime noob.
Yeah, basically.
Yo, who should be our first special guest? That's what we should talk about when Rob gets back. Who we want as our first guest?
I feel like one of the first guys would probably get on here. As it kind of always tends to be, will be someone like Noah.
It doesn't have to be Noah. I was thinking noob. Sorry, I had to go get pie.
Could be.
Yeah, pie. I want some pie. You never give me.
Sure. Here you go. Take a bite.
That bite's
Also,
mine.
You both know a little a little bit of Star Wars.
Mark's dying.
So I got like a
Yes.
brownie. I have a brownie next to me that I've been like slowly eating, and it just got caught my throat. So you both know a little bit about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Can you
I'm
guys
glad
tell
we
me
all got
who,
a snack.
who might be like your guys' like favorite character that has like a small role or is like lesser known?
The dinosaurs from Tatooine.
Oh fuck! Okay, there's that. Okay,
Fuck you, Blaine.
Rob, you got one?
Darth Revan is my favorite because he's kind of like
Yeah,
he's not been on the screen. He's been
At all.
on in video games. He's been in
video
comics.
games for. Yep. As right now, he's one of the legends. He's
Yeah.
not he's one of those. He's not a canon guy yet.
How about
Not
the
yet.
pit droids?
For the pictures.
Shut up. The Rancor.
Yeah.
So
The Rancor.
did you know Darth Revan almost got screen time in the Clone Wars?
Oh, but he didn't. That's
It was
kinda
supposed to be
sad.
he was it was at the end of the last season, quote unquote.
Quote
And then-
unquote.
Actually, no, it
It was
wasn't that
supposed to-
season. It was gonna be a season actually earlier into it. There was an episode early on. I want to say it was season. I want to look it up and actually find the episode that it was supposed to be in. I want to say it was.
I
In
swore it was
season
supposed to be the last one where it zooms up into him being
3 no.
there, and then it was supposed to kick off a whole different type of shit.
So no, it was supposed to be like season. I want to say like season 2 or 3 of the Clone Wars. But it is. Here it is.
You know what it is?
There was an
Mark?
episode. It was a
There it is.
small, like 3-part series. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. There's a 3-part episode of Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan were responding to an old Republic distress signal. They went to it, and there was like nothing there. But then all of a sudden, they were sucked in onto a lone planet that had only 3 people on it. The only people on it were called the Father, the Son, and the Daughter. The Father was the Overlord who oversaw both the light and the dark side of the Force. The
Right.
Son was the dark side, the Daughter was the light side. And together, all 3 of them, they were to live in harmony, basically. Then the Father has put out the distraction to saying, it's prophesied that you are the Anakin, saying like you are supposed to be the chosen one who can bring balance to both the light and the dark sides of the Force. So the Father wanted Anakin dead first to test him, make sure he actually was the chosen one, or had the ability to actually like control them. And he said that he needed Anakin to stay and remain in his place to keep control of his kids. And then later on, the daughter tries to help Obi-Wan and Ahsoka try and get Anakin out of here, get him off the planet. The son started corrupting him, and then the daughter ends up giving her life so Ahsoka can live later on. And in a bit where it's supposed to be the son trying to like seek some sort of knowledge and power from the dark side of the Force to help him power on to trying to yell at them like, "You guys told me this is what's gonna happen." He's yelling at the Force ghosts of Darth Revan and Darth Malak, two of the most like powerful Siths.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is very true.
The Sith Lords. Anyways.
It's supposed to be like two extremely powerful beings in the dark side of the magic, and they
You're a
both
powerful
appear
being.
and just fucking like they tell him like, you are a fucking idiot. You failed the dark side. How dare you want to be part of us? Like basically just bitching him out, saying you failed everything.
Yeah.
How dare you think you can be a part of us?
Yeah.
That's how he was supposed to be.
Alright, boys.
So
Closing
so
remarks.
I was gonna say mine. I was gonna say my favorite character.
Oh,
Well,
please. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. No. Let's not keep the people in suspense.
okay. Mine is a character that you've only seen in a video game, and it is called Star Killer.
Oh, yep.
Not
He
Darth
is
Jar Jar?
Unleashed.
no, but that's Legends. But Star Killer was the protagonist that you play in a video game called The Force Unleashed.
Oh, that guy. I played that game.
His actual name after when he turns back to the light side is Galen Merrick.
Yep.
No, his name is
Star
Nerd.
Star Killer is voiced and has the likeness is animated and likeness of uh, Sam Witwer.
Yep. The
Yup.
dopest motherfucker to be alive. Go
Exactly.
ahead.
He's
Dopest.
amazing. He later on like voices like Darth Maul, Palpatine, and even more voices throughout Star Wars.
Yep.
He even
And
made
still counting.
he even yeah, again still counting, and he even made a appearance in NCIS. Because I remember hearing his voice like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Went back, watched a thing of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where he was in it as like Darth Maul, and then went back and listened to the voice from the NCIS episode. I'm like, oh my god, it's him. But like, Star Killer had like one of the most craziest arcs of being a kid on the run from the Empire to being tracked and hunted down by Darth Vader himself. Vader taking him on as an apprentice. Him doing some missions for Vader, and then all of a sudden Vader betraying him, almost killing him. Vader bringing him bringing him back to life, saying, "You are now my soldier. You are now my Padawan. I had to put on an act in front of my master. We are going to still take over the world, the galaxy." And then like sends him off to do more tasks. And then he eventually like says, "Oh fuck you! I have a new master I serve," which was then turns out to be Jedi Master Ram Kota, who survived his assassination by Starkiller.
Surprisingly.
Surprise! Alright, closing
Yeah,
remarks, boys.
Yeah. Blaze, you wanna go first?
Sure, this has been a DSA podcast. Please come back. Please consider following us on all social medias. You guys know what to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna second that and just like thank you all for listening.
Uh, well, it feels like it's been a short podcast, guys.
Yeah,
But
it's
I hope you
not.
guys, thank you for listening. And till next time, and we will probably have way more shit to talk about. We'll actually probably have it a little more,
Planned out, hopefully.
yeah, planned out a little bit, but who wants that?
Yeah, nobody
All
wants
right.
that.
Thank you
Alright.
for listening. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.